Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to LCL Outdoors. Hey, we back in the garage tonight. Thought we'd break the camera out. We're going to shoot some colors tonight that do some requests that you, our viewers, have been asking for us to bring to you. So tonight we're going to kick off our core shot series. We're probably just going to shoot the stick worms in the core shot, just to kind of keep it simple, give you the viewers some new recipes to try, take, and tweak and make your own, or hey, shoot them just like we do. That's all up to you all. The color we'll be shooting tonight is a color that, through imagination, we just tried to put it together and see what we could come up with. The result that we came up with this color, I think you all will really find it unique and pretty neat. It's a pretty neat little color, not because I done it, but I think you all will enjoy this tonight. So y'all stick around, hang out here in the garage with us for a little while. We're gonna get everything laid out. We're gonna get everything laid out and ready and walk you through our process from start to finish of shooting the core shot stick bait, down to what lubricant we use. We'll show you how we apply it. We'll show you how we remove the rods from the stick worm shells to inject the center cavity. So y'all stick around. This may be a little longer video than usual, but we want to walk you through our entire process, just because this was one of our most requested baits to do on the video. So appreciate y'all tuning in to hang out here in the garage with us. We'll meet you back here and we'll get everything laid out, ready to get started on our core shot stick worms. All right, y'all, so we got our molds laid out. Notice we got all of our rods here on the paper towel. We got our plastisol dipped out. We've not cooked any of it yet or anything. So what we're going to use is WD-40. That's our lubricant. That's what we use for our core shots. A lot of people tell you it doesn't work, it doesn't do this, or it doesn't do that. What we have found, we've used worm oil, we've used the expensive oils. Now, for us, WD-40 has done the job. It's a matter, in our opinion, it's a matter of timing when you remove the rods from the plastic, of how easy or difficult it is to remove that without damaging your outside core, outside stick worm, the outside of your stick worm. So what we do, we just we soak them. We're very generous with the WD-40, and just roll them just a little bit and place them right in the molds. Now we're not going to bore you guys to death. We're not going to bore you all to death with watching us load the molds. Everybody knows how to put the rods in the molds, and make sure that they're in the cavity. They're not raised or anything. Of course, once you close your mold up, it'll pretty much tell you that itself, whether or not your mold closes properly. Now, when we're shooting cores, we like to use the studs in the mold, just for the simple reason we don't want any flashing, and that's our logic behind it. We can get just maybe a little bit more pressure than we can when we're shooting the inside core. When we're actually shooting the core, we can hold just a little bit more pressure with the studs in rather than having it clamped. So we all know the clamps, you can only get them so tight. But anyway, that's enough of that. So that's all we do. We're ready to inject plastic into these molds. We'll get our plastic cooked up and meet you back here, and we'll get ready to mix our coloring in. Appreciate y'all hanging out here with us tonight. All right, y'all, we got our plastisol cooked up. We're gonna add our color now. We'll go over a recipe with you as we go through the video. The color we're using, we're going to put 40 drops to 1 cup of plastisol. $40. And what we're using is MF Manufacturing Earthworm Blue. It's 3337X2. That's the color we're using. 40 drops to 1 cup of plastisol. We've been making this color since we started making baits. It was one of our first colors that we tried to kind of make our own. Don't see this color in the stores anywhere. When we get done with it, we'll show you why. Not sure why someone hasn't tried to replicate this. Maybe they have, we just don't know about it. This color that we're actually shooting tonight, we actually call it earthworm because when we get done, it actually looks like an earthworm. We want to heat this back up, bring it back up to temperature, get ready to shoot our molds, vacuum the bubbles out of it. We'll meet you back here in just a moment. All right, we got our plastisol up to temperature. Now we like to shoot our outer shell right around 300 to 305. We don't like to go much hotter than that. It fills the cavity good. Keeps the air pushed out as you're filling the cavities. We're going to fill these molds up, and then we'll start mixing up our second color to shoot our cores out of. Just shoot that in there and hold just a little pressure on it so it pushes all that excess air out. Because of the rods being in there, sometimes they'll slide back and they will actually close up the air vent on the back of the mold. And sometimes, like I think I just did there, you may get a few bubbles in a couple of the. I should have refilled my injector, and I didn't. Top those off. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to push those to the side. Just get them out of the way, let them sit there and cool for just a few moments, probably 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. We're going to go ahead and get started cooking up our second cup of plastisol for a color for a core shot. We'll meet you back here and we'll get that mixed up, cooked up, or not mixed up. We'll meet you back here when we get our plastisol cooked up and we get ready to mix our core shot color. All right, y'all, we've got our plastisol cooked up. We've not vacuumed it out or anything yet. We stirred a lot of bubbles in there. We're gonna go ahead and get our color mixed in, and when we heat it back up, we'll pop it in the the vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out. What we're using now is MF Manufacturing brown. It's just straight brown, 3312X2. 30 drops to 1 cup of plastisol. $30 drops. And we're going to add 5 drops of black, straight black from Lureworks, black 103. 5 drops of black. All right, we've got that mixed up. We're gonna pop it back in the microwave, get it in the vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out. We'll meet you back here to take our shells out, get the rods out of them, and show you how we do that and the process of placing them back in the molds. All right, y'all, we'll go ahead and demold one of these and take the rods out to show you our process of how we do it. I'm not going to bore you to death with going through both molds. We'll do one on camera just to show you all our process. And I really hope these show up good on camera. But basically what we do, now when we're shooting several, we got several rods. We will take this and hang it and let those baits sit for a little while before we try to remove the rod from them. Just give them a little bit of air time, let them kind of cure a little bit in the natural air. Then we'll put our rods back in. We'll put another set in and go ahead and continue to run. And as we're demolding, we're removing rods from the baits that we have hanging to place those back in into the molds. But basically, all we do is just pull the. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can remove the rods before you do this. We just prefer to do it this way, and just basically slide that core off the rod. Now, I hope that was on camera. You can see how easily they remove off of that rod with the WD-40. Now, if you try to remove these too soon, your plastisol will stick to the rod, and you will pull the inside of your cores out when you're removing them from the rod. What I've found basically is when they're cool to the touch, it's time to remove the rods, and they come off effortlessly, as you can see. With no sticking or anything, and that's straight WD-40. That's all we ever use. We're going to place these back in the mold, get them ready for the core shot. We'll go ahead and get the other one done off camera. We're not going to bore you all to death with watching us remove from the mold and place them back in, but main thing is getting them lined back up like they came out of the mold, and that your chute is open to where the next color we shoot can inject throughout the bait and fill that core up. If you don't, what'll happen is you'll get flashing with your second color. Rather than going into the mold, into the core, it will actually shoot around it, and you'll have flashing on the outside of your bait. Just place them back in. Make sure your baits are lined up down the sprue opening. As you can see on this one, I actually pulled off a little too much when I removed it. Now you can eliminate that by using scissors or something like that and clipping them off after you remove the rods if you left it on the sprue. We'll go ahead and get this other one ready. We'll meet you back here when we get ready to inject our second color and go over temperatures with you and that kind of stuff. All right, y'all, we got our core color back up to temperature. We're going to shoot our cores between 360 and 375. That way we get a good flow through that core. And we're going to inject, and we're going to hold just a little bit of pressure. We're not going to bear down on it, just kind of like the weight of your arm. It's not going to take much at all for this core, so don't bear down on it whenever you're injecting, because it's going to feel pretty quick. Just hold just a little pressure to get that last push through on that. You can get by with shooting just a little cooler than that. It's just a magic number that we found that works best for us, without a lot of flashing around the outside of the core or around the outside of the shell. We still occasionally ourselves, I mean, this color, we've been shooting this color since we started shooting bait or making baits. We still occasionally will flash one on the outside, and it's possible that we have tonight to show you here on camera. We'll let these set up, let them cool down, get them ready to come out of the mold, meet you back here to show you our finished product. All right, y'all, we're gonna take these out of the mold and show you what we came up with. Hope these turned out for you all. I think you'll really enjoy this color. Oh yeah. Check this out, y'all. I hope that comes through good on camera. Gives you that natural earthworm look. You got the blue highlighted body with the dark core. Get this other mold opened up. See if it all shot. Try to get you a little better angle of them. Can't talk tonight for some reason. We have one that didn't feel the mouth, the gate opening must have been closed whenever I shut the mold up, because it didn't feel at all. But it happens. That's just part of bait making. Yeah, as y'all can see, the opening was shut, so we didn't get anything out of it or get anything through it. All right, we're gonna pull all these off and see if we can't get you a little better view of them. That's what we call the LCL earthworm. Hey, we'll get everything cleaned up here and meet you back here and go over a recipe with you. We'll give you just one last look at them there. Just our imitation of an earthworm. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Just want to take a minute and say thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight to hang out here in the garage with us. Whether you're watching this video tonight, tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, or a month from now, we appreciate you. We ask tonight, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, give us a chance. Pound that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you're liking our content. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos. Without you all, we couldn't do this. Without the viewers, we wouldn't want to do this. We want to share our information, share our learning experiences with you all. Share our recipes with you. We're not a big secretive person. If you asked us a question, we're going to answer it to the best of our ability. Whether it be about a recipe, a color, a request for us to do a color match, or whatever, we're going to do our best to help you out. That's what we started the channel for, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And hopefully our fishing videos can improve a little bit when I get caught out in the rain without a way to move around other than the trolling motor. I hope y'all enjoyed that short. We got soaking wet. Started raining really hard on us on the way back to the ramp after we done the little short. Appreciate y'all tuning in. To go over a recipe with you one more time. For our shell, we were using MF Manufacturing's Earthworm Blue. Item number is 3337X2. 40 drops to 1 cup of plastisol. For our core, we had 2 colors in our core. It's MF Manufacturing's Brown 3312X2. 30 drops to 1 cup of plastisol. Along with the brown, we were using Lureworks Black 103. 5 drops of the black in the brown. Mix it up, shoot that core. You got your LCL earthworm. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Be sure to hit them buttons before you leave out. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a chance. Notification bell. Stay up to date on our latest videos. If you're enjoying our content, give us a thumbs up. That greatly helps the channel out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time. Thanks for watching LCL Outdoors.